Episode 51. Grace, what are you up to? I'm writing a book. And what's the book about? It's called Saved by Grace. Really? And what's the inspiration behind that? Well, let's just say I was inspired. What happened? What's the turnaround? Said Michael to Grace. You, Michael, you taught me something this weekend that only God can sometimes speak through other people. And sometimes God speaks through others. You know, I was really down and depressed about motherhood, about all these things that were weighing me down. And I realized there's a different definition by being saved by grace. Being as my name is Grace, it only seemed fitting to write a book about it. And you told me to write a book. So I decided I'm going to write the book, Saved by Grace. Really? So what does it say? Well, so far, I just got started. What's it about? It's about my life story. I can read you something that is mentions you, though. Oh, really? Yeah. This book is dedicated to God and to my husband. First, I'd like to thank God for everything He has done in my life to lead me in the right direction, to lead me out of an abusive marriage, to help me through crisis after crisis, situation after situation, to lead me to the right man who I am spending my life with now today. His name is Michael. I thank you for all that he has done for me already. And Michael, you have changed the direction of my life. And it's because of God's grace that I can write this book. I have been saved by grace. Wow, Grace. That is so poetic. So, what's the first chapter on? I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just writing the foreword. I'm writing the dedication about the therapist and the art therapy. Really, that's going to be a very good read. So, you're going to include the therapy and art therapy. Yeah, kind of part of the introduction about what really happened to me and what really provoked the therapy. The book's really not really an autobiography as much as it's about what I did in therapy and application. But I have to share my life story and why it's important. I haven't gotten that far yet. It's a work in progress. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but it's a start. Well, Grace, even a start is a new beginning. You're exactly right. More inspiration from my husband. So, would you consider taking creative writing classes at the local college? You know, it's very possible. It's not out of the question. I'm getting more pregnant as time goes on. I might have to take time off from writing the book, but it doesn't mean I'm taking time off from completing the book. It might take me some time. How far along are you? I'm going into close to my 5th month. Yeah, you're getting close. Has Miss Jackson called you? Yes, she has. She has, said Grace. What'd she say? She said that she's taking it easy on you because of your pregnancy and that she knows that you need a little time to recuperate and that she would like to set up a second visit. She said that? Yes. She must know. She wants to know whenever you're ready for a second visit to call. I Really? She said that, Michael? Yes, she said whenever you're ready. The kids are excited. They love being here. She understands that I'm getting bigger, though. Yeah, she does. She doesn't want to push the issue. Listen, Michael, if we go into this, we have to go into this now, or we might have to wait till after the baby's born. That's the only thing. We're kind of crammed for time if we decide to wait. If we wait, it'll be after the baby's born. They understand that. Are they willing to wait, though? Maybe we should talk to Miss Jackson. Maybe we should. I'm going to close up this chapter, well, this part of the introduction of the book here, and save it. Save. Let's go talk to Miss Jackson, Michael. First of all, before we do anything, let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for my beautiful wife who has just inspired me. And first off, can I kiss her? Again, like I kissed the bride. Mwah. You've just made me one of the best, proudest husbands ever. Can I tell you something? I did not expect this at all. I thought I knew you, but now I really, really feel like I know you better today than I I don't know. Maybe I'm just a loss for words. It's okay. We'll put that in the book. Let's go, Michael. Let's go talk to Miss Jackson. Okay, Grace, you lead the way. As Michael and Grace embrace and hug, they call Miss Jackson. Okay, let's call Miss Jackson, Michael. Miss Jackson? Hi, Grace. How you feeling? A lot more pregnant than the last time. That's basically it. Yeah, you're probably wearing bigger clothes too. Yeah, a lot bigger. Here's the issue that stems from being pregnant. Even though the clothes are bigger and I'm eating a little bit more than normal, I still have time for these kids. I'm not giving up on these kids. Well, that's good to hear. I think the kids like you a lot. When can we see the kids again? Well, that's up to you and Michael. Michael's here. He wants to talk to you. Hey, Miss Jackson, it's Michael. We were just talking about you and the kids. Oh, you were? Well, what? Now I need a fly on the wall, said Miss Jackson. Yeah, you do. We were just talking about when should we plan the next visit? Well, we can plan it for next weekend or this weekend. It's up to you. Well, it is Monday, and if you were to drop the kids off this Friday, we could have them for at least one day, maybe two, if you decided on having them for the whole weekend. The whole weekend? Will we still have the help of the nanny? Yeah. Michelle loves you. She really enjoyed having. First of all, Michelle didn't stop talking about all the events and how busy you were. Well, let's talk. We know that the schedule is going to be a lot different. We're not going to be as busy as we want to be, but we do have a pool, a baby pool. And we're going to open up the baby pool because the weather's warmer now since it's May. And our parents are coming in. They were supposed to come in for the Easter Passover season, but they decided to wait till the weather warmed up. So they're coming in this weekend as well. So they're going to stay in the guest bedrooms on the third floor. So that still leaves room for Michelle to stay in the guest room right across from the kids' room. So it'll be a full house, but if she doesn't mind, our parents will be here, and it'll be really fun for the kids to meet we hope, their potential grandparents. You don't say. Yeah, they're going to stay for a couple weeks here to help me out, and it'll give everybody a chance to get to know each other. Well, I really love that idea. That sounds really like something really out of a storybook. Yeah, it really does sound like a storybook, but listen, my pregnancy issues haven't gone away. I still have a lot of anxiety and stress, and I got to go to therapy. I have a therapy appointment, and I also have to follow up with my obstetrician this week. So I do have doctor's appointments. My husband is working remotely, so it hasn't changed our schedule, but we can do it for Friday and Saturday and maybe Sunday. Well, if you feel more comfortable just doing it for one day, we can at least schedule it for Friday and Saturday and pick them up Saturday evening at 6 o'clock if you feel comfortable with that. I would feel comfortable with that because for the reasons that I explained, my pregnancy issues are really starting to aggravate my condition. And that's the only reason why. And the reason why we called is about court. How long would the court process take? When will we meet grandma? And those kind of concerns that we need to address that are imperative. We want to meet grandma. It's important that we be on a timeline because we really want to know, are we going to adopt these children? And if so, is it going to be before my baby's born? Or is it going to be after? Because I don't want to prolong this any longer than we have to. But we want to know, are we going to be in a position to adopt the children before I end up going into labor? I don't want to aggravate my condition, but there's going to come a point I might not be able to come out of bed. And I need help. And I might not be able to be of any use to anybody. And Michael will have a full-time job of taking care of the kids with the help of course, Michelle and Jessica. Well, we're aware of that. See, the judge is not going to call you a mother that's neglecting their children. They understand you're pregnant. So let me get back to you. I will discuss this with the director. And I could see why you want to meet grandma. Yes, we want to meet grandma. If we could meet grandma this weekend, that would be something reasonable. I know they have a good relationship with their grandmother, and so we would encourage that. So if we could meet grandma and have a visit, that's something we would ask of all of you to allow us to have time with grandma. Grandma Okashoto would love that. And I think that we could set that up for this weekend. Let me get back to you here. I'll call you back here in an hour. Let me go over some things with the director and I'll call you back. Thank you, Miss Jackson. Okay, Michael. You really just laid it on the line, said Michael. Yeah. Okay, let me call work and find out what the schedule is for the team meeting this week on Thursday. We do have to get to that appointment, that therapy appointment tomorrow. Let me think. What else do we have going on this week? You have therapy, and then on Wednesday you have the OB appointment. Since you're going into almost your 6th month of pregnancy, let me just call work, okay, Grace? Okay, honey. You know what? I'm really impressed with you. I don't know what happened to you today, but you got up on the right side of the bed, Grace. I love you. I love you, said Grace. Okay, it's time to call work. Okay, Ben. How are you doing? It's Mike. Hi, Mike. How's being a GM feeling? It's great. You really picked the right guy for the job, by the way. You know this guy, Ben? Yeah, I know. You feel up to going on a golf outing anytime soon? Oh, you just say the word. How many guys at work golf? Well, I know you do, and I know Joe. Who's that guy that... Johnny. Yeah, Johnny. I'd like to see how he's doing. He's getting married in June. Oh my God. As a matter of fact, his bachelor party's in a couple weeks. Oh, the Johnny guy that got engaged at your wedding? Yeah, he's getting married in a month. He's due for, uh, oh, he's due for a golf outing too. Okay, so why don't we invite a few guys and go on an excursion? When do you think? I was thinking Friday morning. Friday morning would be good for me. That's the only morning I have free because Friday night I have plans. Okay. Is there anybody else? Jackson would go. I would like to see Jackson out in the green. Okay, who's working days, who's working nights? Make sure you can cover somebody's shift. If just make sure that whoever's going, their shift is covered. I don't want to see anybody get fired from the boss. You know what I mean? Said Ben. Yeah, really. I am the boss. Okay, Ben, I'll talk to you later. All right. I'll talk to you later too. Okay, let me talk to my wife. All right, Grace. Friday morning, I'm going to hit the green. Okay, so as long as you're home by, make sure you're home by 2:30, 3 o'clock. Why so early? Because they're probably going to stop off the kids at 4 o'clock. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll make sure I'm home at 2, just to be on the safe side. We'll probably hit some golf balls early in the morning. Maybe we'll just go to the range. I think that's what I'll tell them. We'll just go to the range instead. You could go on the green. Just go on the green and just enjoy a game of golf. Just make sure you're home by 2 o'clock, okay? Okay. All right, Grace. If I didn't tell you I appreciate you letting me go out, thank you. I need to bond with the guys. Jackson might go. I know Ben is going. I'm going to talk to Johnny here real quick because he's getting married in June. That's a month from now. And I don't even know if they're even having a bachelor's party or anything. Well, go. Why don't you just go down and talk to Johnny yourself? Don't call him. Just go down there. Okay. Are you going to go relax? Don't. That's what I'm doing, honey. I'm relaxing. I'm going to go finish writing my book. Okay. You're not finished writing your book. You're going to start writing your book. Yeah. The same thing. Okay, Grace. Boy, you're full of comedic. You should be a stand-up comic. Thanks. I learned from my husband. Oh, I love you, baby. Oh, boy. Pregnant and funny. I'm loving this. Okay, Grace, I'm heading out the door. I'll be back here shortly. I'm going to go down there and talk to Johnny and see how he's doing. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'll talk to you later. As Michael heads down to the Firehouse Pub to talk to Johnny. All right, Johnny. Yeah, you're getting married in a month. I needed to stop down here and do some male bonding. Yeah, I need to do some male bonding too. Why? What's up? Well, this wedding planning sucks. Oh, I understand. I've been there. That's why I need to talk to you. Vanessa is getting really nervous. Well, why doesn't she talk to Grace? Because Grace is pregnant and she doesn't want to bother Grace. On the contrary, Grace might be the best person to talk to. Grace had a crush. She was pushed for time and she knows all about being forced into some really awkward situations. That's exactly what Vanessa's going through, too. She's being pulled in different directions, and I think Vanessa's nervous as can be. Here, call my wife, or I'll give you out. We'll figure this out. Just 1 second. I came down here for a reason. We're going golfing Friday morning. We're either going on the range or we're going to go golfing over at Country Hills. What do you feel like just going on the green Friday morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon? I have a commitment after 2 o'clock that I have to be at. Do you feel up to golfing with some guys? Yes, I'll do it. I'll have somebody cover my shift for the afternoon. Well, the morning that is. I need to get out. I'm stressed out. I'm upset. And I know right now my future wife is in need. Vanessa needs to spend time with my wife. I'm sure a few minutes of a little girl talk will calm Vanessa down. I reassure you, my wife has a sense of humor about things. She's learned from personal experience what it's like. Well, when do you think Vanessa and Grace can get together? Well, I'll tell Grace to call you down here at the pizza shop, and you can arrange it that Vanessa can be here or something. We'll arrange it that we'll come down to talk to Vanessa ourselves. How's that? Yeah, that's probably the only way it's going to work out because Vanessa has to work extra hours around here anyway. So you seem pretty depressed. Are you okay, Johnny? No, this is not easy. This is the hardest thing we've ever been put through. This is supposed to be the most exciting time of our life, and we're miserable. We almost want to just go to Las Vegas and quit and get it over with. Okay, listen, let me go back home and tell Grace what's going on. And we're going to go golfing. Just meet us at Country Hills at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll go golfing and we'll talk about everything. But in the meantime, I might stop back down here. Me and Grace might just come here for dinner tonight. Okay? Is she working tonight, Vanessa? Yeah, Vanessa's working tonight. So that would be perfect. If you come down here and talk to Vanessa, I'm sure you'll get the results that you need. Okay, listen, I got to head back home and tell Grace what's going on. So I'll talk to you later, Johnny. Thanks a lot, man. That's exactly what we need. I really appreciate it. Okay, Johnny, I'll talk to you later. as Michael heads back home to talk to Grace. Grace, whoa. Grace, are you sleeping? I was napping a little bit. I was just about to sleep. What's going on? Well, a little bit of a crisis. What's going on? Well, Johnny and Vanessa are having tough times. What kind of tough times? Let's go in the green room, honey. Okay. You know how hard it is to plan a wedding, right, Grace? Yes. Vanessa's feeling pulled in different directions and they're just in need of support. I told them, well, I told him, Johnny, that is, that we're going to come down there for dinner and have Vanessa as our waitress tonight. So we're going to go out to dinner down there at the Firehouse Pub. And we're going to kind of help her, support her more or less. And you're going to give her some words of encouragement because really you're the only one that understands what she's going through. Is that okay? Yeah, that's perfectly okay. I hope I can help her, said Grace to Michael. No, I think this is your department. I think you're the only one that understands what she's going through, and I'll explain why. She is on a schedule conflict. They're paying all this money out, and she's getting fitted. She's doing all the right things, and she's just stressing out. Do you get what I mean, Grace? You know that feeling a bride feels? You have to make everybody happy and you're miserable. Yeah, I know that feeling very well. That's exactly how I felt when I was getting married. I was miserable. And everything that goes wrong ends up hurting you more than anybody else. Yeah, I know. I know exactly how that feels. She's feeling like this, and she needs your help. And Johnny requested you to be her sounding board, more or less. So we're going to go down there for dinner tonight, and you're going to be the one to be her resource of support. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan. So shower up, get ready. We're going to go down there for dinner. We only have a little bit of time anyway. We have appointments tomorrow, so this is our only night off. So let's get to it. Okay, sounds like a plan, Captain. Captain? What does she need by Captain? My wife is a comic. Can somebody please help me? Dear Jesus. Hey, Grace. It's an hour later. Grace has finally gotten ready. You ready, Grace? Yep, I'm ready. All right, we're headed down to the Firehouse Grill. You mean pub? Oh, I said grill. Pub, I meant. Okay, let's go. All right. Moments later, Michael and Grace are at the pub, and there's Johnny at the counter. Hey, man. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Where's Vanessa? Vanessa's waiting on some customers right now. Just go ahead and take your seat at that place, your favorite booth, that is. Okay, come on, Vanessa. Hey, Grace. Oh, you're already at the booth. Yeah, I took my seat. You know us pregnant people, we like get comfortable. Grace, I don't know what you've been on, but keep doing whatever you're doing because you're like a comic in stand-up comedy. You called me Captain earlier. What is going on? I just been in the mood. In the mood for what? You know, I'm in the mood. I'm a little frisky. Oh my gosh. Is this what happens when you're pregnant? It must be my hormones. Oh my gosh. Please, baby. You're talking like this at the pizza pub? Just keep it low. We'll talk about this later. Okay, here comes Vanessa. Grace, just, you know what I mean. Hey, Vanessa. Hi. How you doing? Doing as good as possible for planning a wedding. Well, listen, we are here to, not so many words, but I'm going golfing with your future husband on Friday, and Grace is going to take you out on Friday just to go do whatever girly things the girls do. Maybe get a pedicure or do something fun and just hang out and talk and relax. Oh, really? Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I know you're stressed out, said Grace. You know? Yeah, I know. It's a bride thing. I know what you're going through, and we're going to talk about it on Friday. Oh, I'm so relieved because I feel like I need somebody to talk to. I know what it is to be pulled in different directions, and I know exactly what it feels like to be underappreciated, and I know how overwhelmed you feel. I felt the same way. Yeah, I feel like that and many more things. I'm a little grieved by all these experiences right now, but I didn't really want to talk about it to anybody unless they've been through it. And you do know what I'm going through. So I will take you up on that offer. Let's get a pedicure. I need a pedicure anyway. Okay, sounds like a plan. We're not going to sit and eat because I actually have to call somebody. But we just wanted to let you know what our plans are. Okay, you got it. So what time? We're going to leave at, we're going to come, I'm going to stop down here at 9 o'clock to meet Johnny for the golf outing. So you just head up to my house and you make arrangements to be at our house at 9 a.m. and you can have decaf with my wife. And then you plan when you're going to go to get a pedicure. Okay? Okay, that sounds good. All right, that's the game plan. In the meantime, we have to roll out of here. We have to be somewhere. Okay, I'll talk to you both later. See you on Friday. Make sure you tell Johnny I said bye, okay? All right, I'll see you then. As they leave, Grace, I'm sorry, I forgot. We got to talk to Miss Jackson. We got to get back to the house. Okay, so sorry. I didn't realize we had to. Okay. They leave to go home. Ooh. I got to talk to Miss Jackson. It's a follow-up from the conversation. Okay. We'll call Miss Jackson. Okay. Miss Jackson. Hey. It's Grace. Yes. So, what was the follow-up from the director? Oh, yes, yes. So sorry. The day got kind of hectic, busy. That's okay. I understand. Well, you're going to meet with Grandma this weekend. You're going to have an overnight visit, like Friday to Saturday. Grandma will be there on Friday and Saturday. So you'll have an evening visit and a day visit with Grandma. Or if that's too much, you'll just have a day visit with Grandma on Saturday. It's your decision. You can have Grandma over for dinner, and then the cab will pick her up on Friday night, and or both nights, Friday and Saturday. It's your call. Okay, we would like to have Grandma over for dinner on Friday night and have her over for the day. Perfect. Now you'll have the same setup, the same plan. The suitcases will be with the kids. You'll have Michelle and Jessica there, light duty. You're on light duty, so they know they're going to be picking up the slack more for you as you are more pregnant this time. The judge will have a ruling and decision on the adoption following this last visit. So if everything goes well, and that's basically where you're at. The second visit is the last visit. If everything goes well with Grandma and the open adoption agreement goes well, they will go through the court system and the courts will decide whether you are suitable for the kids and whether this is the situation that's in the best interest of the kids. Okay, that's what we needed to know. So we'll be set for Friday we're going to make it for 5 o'clock this time because we're a little pushed for time. 4 o'clock is a tough time. Okay, 5 o'clock on Friday. Yeah, Grandma will be with us at 5 o'clock. We're going to transport her with us at 5 o'clock. So you don't have to worry. Any transportation issues will be handled through the agency at the resource center. If you have any questions or concerns or daycare needs, if anytime there's any issues with the nannies or babysitters, just call the resource center. Okay? Excellent. That's all we needed to know. Thank you so much. That really clears up a lot of confusion. As far as the judge is concerned, when is that court date? The court date is, let me look at the calendar real quick. If I'm correct, since it is May 2nd, no, I'm sorry, it's May 1st. The court date will be May 19th. That's a week and a half, that's 2 weeks from now. So you have 2 weeks to prepare. May 19th. It's on a, wait, let me double check. Hold on. I think I looked at the calendar wrong. No, it's May 16th. It's on a Tuesday. So just remember, Tuesday, May 16th at 9:30 at the family court. It's the family division. Once family decision decides on who's going to be the permanent boss, well, in this case, the forever home, this decision will be at the court's decision. I think the judge is Judge Quinn or Judge Roberts. I'm not sure. Let me look at the case notes real quick. It's Judge Roberts in Family Division. So you will be in the courtroom, sitting in the back, waiting for the decision to be made. And you'll be with us, so you're not going to be by yourself sitting back there. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to be at the courthouse at Family Division on May 16th at 9:30. That's when the hearing is. That's correct. All right, sounds great. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. And as the whole week goes by, everything seemed to have gone so perfectly well with OB. Her progress report was great. Therapy went perfectly well. Grace is improving in strides and numbers. By Friday, the golf outing was so excellent that Michael comes home and says to Grace, "Thank you, Grace. I don't know if you know this, but that was the best golf outing ever. Ben, funny as ever." Grace said, "I'm so relieved you went golfing because I needed a break. You should see the pedicure that we got. Look at my toenails. They look pretty." So what happened as you got your pedicure with Vanessa? Well, Vanessa told me a lot about what she was going through, and I told her she needed to go jogging a lot because, to take out that stress she's under. Continue. Come on in here, Grace. Well, I told her, do what I did. Do a lot of push ups and do a lot of walking. And she said that that's not enough. She's under so much distress that she just wants to get married in Las Vegas because her family pressure is at its highest it's ever been. And she didn't want to get married anymore. She wanted to just elope. She loves Johnny, but she doesn't love the situation she's in. So I told her the same thing. I didn't like the situation I was in either. I felt so much pressure. But once it was over, it just got better and better. Your love doesn't change for that person. It's just the stress that you're under. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Plus money. They're going to get a lot of money from family. And they just want to start their life at some point. And they feel like they're working at the pizza shop so many hours that that's stressing them out too. That's a big stressor. That's a big part of the stress they're under. So I just told her, just do some running and jogging and take it out on the pavement for a while. And she said, I think I might just do that. But the pedicure was a cure. She needed to relax. I told her she needs a deep tissue massage. So we're going to go out and get a massage. You are? Yeah, we're going to go out and get a big massage. I said, because I told her the same thing. Being pregnant, I need a big massage like you don't even know. The stress I'm under feels the same way as if I was a bride in the chamber. It's very stressful going through this. Okay. Well, Grace, I'm going to let you get some rest. I'm going to stay up a little bit. I'm going to have some coffee and I'm going to call it a night myself too. Okay, honey. Good night. I love you. I'm glad you had fun. Okay. I love you too, Grace. As the night wore on, Grace, wait a second. Don't we have a visit tonight? Baby, I almost forgot. They're going to be here they're going to be here at 5 o'clock. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you almost forgot. Well, listen, okay, that changes everything. We have a big weekend ahead. Let's just get some rest and get ready for the weekend. And without a hitch, they came at 5 o'clock, and Grandma was here to visit them for the first time. They complimented each other, and without hesitation, Michael was so excited, so was Grace, to meet Grandma for the first time. Everybody enjoyed a nice meal together as Grandma brought homemade pot stickers, a very Asian dish that is popular in Asia, and they just enjoyed a very beautiful traditional Asian dish. Everybody laughed as the kids laughed with Grandma, and it was such a beautiful evening as everybody turned in and Grandma left for the evening. Michael turned to Grace and said, I had no idea how beautiful their grandmother is. I'm so happy I met their grandmother. And Grace said to Michael, well, we're going to see Grandma tomorrow, so that's one great positive move forward. Yeah, we do. We're going to have a great weekend. As the weekend wore on, Grandma came to see them during the day, and it was a pleasant weekend as they got picked up for the weekend, and it closed off to be one of the most fantastic weekends of all. And this is the end of the episode.